Hello? Oi. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, chat. It's been 3 weeks instead of the usual 2. You're on a bus to the airport? Have a good flight. You made it. Everyone say hi to Alessio Gala. They're an amazing artist. I know, it's been like 3 whole weeks. That's... It's a long time. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna get started. Because the first song is ending. That's when I start. Wait, how much longer do I have in this song? Alright, that's it. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to everyone joining. You turn it to live chat instead of top chat. Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. I also need to turn off ads. Because YouTube loves to put ads on my videos automatically. Off. So hopefully there should be no ads this time. I'm Reuniclus. I am blue. Sorry, man. The waitlist is like... The waitlist is like 4 years. Yeah, we get a lot of requests for new teammates. Team members. Microphone sound good, audio good. Mic check. Let me see if I can get it closer to my face. Well, hopefully this works, because if you don't tell me, I don't know. Alright, what are we doing here? We're at this little scene right here. I animated these startup frames. Not all of them this morning, just some of them. And then hopefully we can get through this little animation of her sitting down. The fishing rod. It's me, I'm Uniclus. Did I get lost in Minecraft again? No, I died, so I actually respawned in my bed. You know, I think I missed every deadline I have set for myself on this project. Don't be surprised if it takes another 5 months. Now that I'm officially jobless, maybe I'll finish it. the main thing that's taking me so long is pressure sensitive, surprisingly. I've heard from animators use pressure sensitive switched off of it. I've heard that it makes things a lot quicker when you're not worried about line weight. I keep butchering this line, especially if I keep being a perfectionist. You know, I'm probably gonna get like $70 maximum through ad revenue, so I'll take my time. Just recording an hour of yourself drawing? That's since you started drawing, you have more respect. Yeah. I'm here. Animation especially. Because I look at something like Jujutsu Kaisen and I think, wow, I feel so bad for the animators. But that's just the anime industry. JJK in 4 months? I did not know that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I mean, they had to have a team of like at least 100 animators, right? I'm going into the animation industry, but it's in America, it's different. So the work I'm doing in school is probably harder than the work I'll be doing in the industry. That's what my professor said anyway. I'd imagine it's vastly different in Japan. On tablet, yes. Streaming through a freaking screencast. It sucks though, so I'm not gonna mention it on stream and give them any. There's no good, like, reasonably priced casting software. So all these casting softwares, I have to use like their free versions, and they all suck. If I want good quality streaming, I have to do a monthly subscription. So dumb. Like things like OBS and Blender can exist, but a simple streaming software can't exist. So weird to me. Your chin's a little big here. Actually, no, it's... Doesn't matter. Bye-bye. Wow! Whoa! Whoa! That's 3 different woes. Oh my god. Nico the GD Lord sent 5 memberships! Alright. Alright, I see how this is gonna be. I see how this is gonna be. Okay, what do you want to... What do you want me to draw? Your sketch. I shall draw something of your request. As long as it's appropriate. That was fast. Holy crap. It's gotta be a new record. Do I have a PNG model? Oh, hi, Fizz. I don't... I mean, I do have a PNG model, but it's old. I might use it. Or I might just make... Nico the GD Lord, please. What do you want me to draw? Your kindness deserves a sketch. What about a GIF? Oh no, I can draw like 3 frames. If it's simple. It's just gonna be off the side on this project. Like that. But obviously not that shitty. A job application? Oh man, that's kind of scary. Okay, here it goes. How good am I at human sonus? I'm alright. I can draw them on your job application. Got all this empty space. Oh, not a sketch request. Oopsie! Does this have a thingy? If I open Discord, is it gonna be on this monitor? Oh, it is. Oops. Oh, Nico the GD Lord. You... it opened right on our DM, so do you want to just DM your reference? Luckily, streamer mode was enabled automatically. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if I open an application on my drawing monitor, because of the way my iPad is turned, uh, it shows as upside down, so I have to reflip it in OBS to get it to be right set up. Pretty funny. Another reason why all of these Wi-Fi casting softwares suck. Okay, I got your reference. All right, let's do the human first. I think the hood makes it easier. Big ass hood. I kind of like the big ass hood. He's got a big ass hood. This is sort of similar to that last drawing you did, honestly, where it was the wolf and Key sipping on a juice. No, they're just gonna be like they're smiling next to each other. Here, love. That's what he requested in DM, by the way. To those of you in chat. Okay, low key, this furry is gonna be harder to draw than. No, I think I got it. No. Yeah, it looks alright. Let me give her some shoulders. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I will post that after. Yeah, missed 5 memberships? Nuh-uh. That's what that drawing was. I was drawing for the 5 members. Oh, wait. You're talking to someone else. Never mind. Yeah, I'll take a screenshot of all the drawings afterwards and post them. on my community. So don't worry if they're yeeted off the canvas. They should be quicker, these frames, because they're like sudden movements. Or are we talking about the MacBook Neo? I'll have you guys know I have a big tech side to me. I really love there's yeah, the MacBook Neo was a surprise for sure. I'm not gonna get it because I'm not the target audience, but if I was like still in high school and they replaced all our Chromebooks with MacBook Neos, I would be the happiest person ever. Extreme paw close-ups? Really? I'm zoomed in because my hands are shaky when I draw, so I have to I need that extra space. Her eyes look scary without the color. Maybe. Yeah, kind of. That's kind of the point of her character. She's scary until you actually see her. Like you see these piercing red eyes, almost glow in the dark, the bushes. You see like her silhouette is all spiky. And you see her in the light and she's pretty harmless. Actually, maybe not harmless. Are you gonna head out? Gonna do some eating? Some eating to do? Poppy playtime. Bye bye. Thank you for the 5 subs. That was amazing. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm getting desensitized. I'm becoming streamer pipeline. Hate it. Where's that put? Enjoy your meal, Nico. I'm making a giant performance for 30 minutes straight then. Awesome. She ain't scary. If she would appreciate you. Doesn't like being scary. But like, think about it. In real life, you're in the middle of the you see glowing red eyes. A distance from a tree or from and all you see is those spiky hair strands. Because, you know, it's dark, you can't like you don't have enough time. Like your adrenaline gets you like your heart rushing. You don't have time to think about or like look at her any closer. If it truly is, if it truly is not scary, then I failed in character design. I think I can make it. And again, this is a pretty old character. I made my first revision of 14. Just started. Fun fact, original key, the very, very first original key was red instead of black. Rust color. Yeah, that's the thing. You guys don't think key is scary because okay, that's not good. Why don't I just turn on the onion skin? That's the damn thing. Draw. Except I didn't even. Alright, that's good enough. Encountering any random animal in the dark could be scary. Well, if it's like a bunny, I wouldn't be scared. Bunnies are like the most harmless creatures. Then again, you don't know it's a bunny until you see it. The black skullray. What's that mean? Alright. Let's see how many frames I can get done this stream. I do have to go at 5 p.m. in 2 hours. 1.5 hours, actually. Wow. Bye, Frisk. You already ate 20 meatballs. This guy's Italian. True Italian. Nowhere right. Mario has no shot. Mario doesn't have enough Italian to eat 20 meatballs. You made a villain that's a bunny slash rabbit, and she's done so many bad things. That's a good design because like you don't expect a bunny. Like in nature, it's like a harmless animal, but in like fiction, You can make the fact that people think it's a harmless animal play into like why it's a villain. Never take it seriously. So now I'm gonna kill people to show how serious I really am. That's a very simple story. Killer Bunny! And the Killer Bunny from, what's it called? The Marty Python. Monty Python. I think what I should do is do every other frame instead of 3. Because if you look here, this sketch and this sketch have the same ears. So I have to like interpolate between. I'm just thinking out loud, guys. You don't. This probably makes no sense. How's my day? It's been chill. Did a little homework project. Watched some. Eat Chipotle for lunch. Watership down. You like hearing me think out loud? Oh, no one's ever said that to me before. Thank you. Wow, these were just the ears that I got done. You heard something about ears, neuron activation. Ears are pretty cool. They can hear a lot of different things. Tell us your thoughts. My thoughts? Yeah, I told you. Oh, sorry, it was your thoughts. Tell us your thoughts. Okay, your thoughts. Now I'm being annoying on purpose. Sucks that there isn't an animation software that Uh, I don't know if we should lump 3D anim 2D animation. They're very different things, despite being kind of the same. Different technology, same art. Still, that would be like lumping Premiere Pro with Photoshop, in my opinion. There's just a mess of feathers over here. Wow. Oh yeah, I know Blender has 2D animation, which is really, really cool, by the way. Blender is also free. uh, I'm. They're so. How did they do that? How did they make it? That's amazing. I love it when people do that stuff. I mean, I'm sure you have to pay for it if you're like in like a studio, an actual studio, and you're making stuff for profit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Wikipedia is. Wikipedia doesn't have a dev team. I mean, actually, I think they do, but it's not to the scale of. And most of the information on Wikipedia is user generated. Not like it's understandable how Wikipedia. You don't need a license to use Blender for commercial. That's insane. That's actually insane. Think of how, like, capitalist brain. Think of how much money Blender could have made if it was just like $5. Or like the commercial license, $5 a month. Compared to Maya's, like what, $240 a month? Why does Maya still exist? I'm forced to learn it for school. You doodling? Twin. They're off the. It's cool hearing how people like come to the stream and then they start drawing on their own. It's like our own little drawing room. What's my story about? Oh, complicated. I mean, the simple premise is, or a synopsis. He goes to Earth. He is a refugee to Earth and discovers just how deep humanity gets. What do I mean by deep? You'll just have to find out in 20 years. Or maybe 1 year to get around to writing that. But it's not your typical E.T. story. I will make sure of it. It's E.T. with a twist. 20 years sounds good. Yeah, 20 years maybe for the animated series, but only like 1 or 2 years for the first revision of the book. Second revision of the book maybe in 4 years or 5 years. And final revision maybe in 6 or 7 years. Yeah, 6, 7. Okay. You might have said Key's name is Kai more than once. Interesting. That was also her first name. Back when she was red, it was Kai. Back when Key was red. I took off the A because it was overused. And you know, names have different vibes. And I think Key fits her vibe better. Kai. I could always add red Key. Drag. That's true, that's true. How long ago was Key designed to be red? 21. That's like 5 years ago. 4.5 years ago, probably. I started drawing late 2020. We got into art as a whole. Been doing this for 5 years, got 5 years of experience. This thing needs to ease better with the next frame. I'm gonna do something like that. Okay, give me like 2 minutes. I have to use the bathroom real quick. back. Drink some Powerade. Better than Gatorade, by the way. Fight me. What is chat yapping about? Let me catch up. The Void! Draw key after the Void. I can do that. Alright, this is key before the Void. This is key after the Void. Big difference. Feathers. I've got. Stop putting all my work. Like procrastinate. Just go like that. Less fat. That works. Void creatures just have glowing eyes complete. Huh. Now is the Void that you speak of from a game or a story, or is it something you made up? Void key. Or is it, yeah, like, is it your own story? Or is it from something? Whoosh! I made it up. Source came to me in a dream. Oh, you made it up? You actually did? That's cool. I like stories with an underworld of some sort. That always produces great character design and aesthetics. Here's an unpopular opinion. I think aesthetics matter a lot in a story. Especially in animation. Aesthetics matter a lot to me. I feel like even if a story is kind of subpar, the aesthetics can make up for it. The aesthetics and the emotional can make up for it 100%. It just has to have parts that really stick with you. You can have a really well-written story with no plot holes and have it be forgettable as all hell. But you can have a terrible story, and as long as it makes you cry and feel stuff, I don't care. Do I play Warframe? I do not, unfortunately. Corruption avoided. Bye-bye, Dusk. Take care. Obviously, good story is still important. Like, good story plus aesthetics versus bad story plus aesthetics. Obviously, good story plus aesthetics is gonna win. But good story with no aesthetics slash boring aesthetics. Honestly, it just makes me not interested to begin with. It's like, it has no hook. For me. Dear Fluffies. They're like her mufflers. Because her ear's so big, she hears everything, so she needs the fluffies, not get constantly overstimulated. I made that up just now, but I might actually consider that as a part of her biology. The wonders of spontaneous thought. Let's go nuts with fur. Bird creatures have so much expression. That's why I like them. Because they can have the fur with all their unique patterns and quirks. But also, and they can have clothing with unique patterns and stuff like that. Most of human expression is just in the clothing. Like, humans look pretty boring. No offense. No offense, but y'all look boring. Not me though, I'm not human. I'll never be. She can hear what you're going to say. Yeah, she can hear you through the screen actually. Because I'm drawing this. Got no right to take my place with the human race. Alright, sorry, I wrongly assumed you guys were humans. Okay, I'm sorry. I take it back. I see this as an absolute victory. Okay, I see the issue. This thing is too closed. That? What's key species and how advanced are they? Species is called Tierra. They evolved from sugar glider-like mammals. Why they have wings, but they don't. The wings aren't functional because they're so small. So it's just like a remnant of their evolution. But technology-wise, they're pretty like. How do you say it? They're not advanced. They're like Roman / Aztec human comparable. and their species is not doing so hot because they have a more advanced competitor species on their planet. So their advancement is faltered in many ways, but they're still human level intelligence. They got space travel though? No, no she didn't. Or they didn't. The Tiero did not invent space travel. Her travel across time and space was almost entirely accidental. Yeah, maybe accidental is not the right word. You'll see what I mean later. That's fine. Can work with. How do you accidentally travel through time and space? Do I have to say it again? It's complicated. An accidental not be the right word either. It was more like a desperate attempt at something. It happens sometimes, true. Man, I hate it when I accidentally hit every button in a random space pod I found on my planet, and suddenly I'm flying away through a wormhole to a different planet light years away. Hate it when that happens. Happened to my buddy Bob one day once on a Monday. How did she get that coffee? I don't know. I don't think she would like coffee. I think that would be very bad for her. The Tiero are also like lightweight. Like they're very, very like in tune with their surroundings, but also very sensitive. So like a cup of coffee would be like 8 energy drinks for you. Obviously, that's not very healthy, so you should probably not give Key any coffee. It's not like they drink caffeine back on their planet anyway. I don't think they know what caffeine is. This is fun. I like dropping lore randomly in like random bits and pieces and like having you guys scramble to like connect the dots. Hot cocoa? Yeah, as long as it doesn't have too much sugar in it. Their planet was called Teaka. That's what they called it. It was called. It has a different name depending on who you ask. They're sensitive to everything they eat. They're just. They're sensitive in general. Sensitive hearing, sensitive sight, sensitive taste. Makes them very good at survival. Especially when you're living on the tundras. You're living in the tundras of your planet, since it's the last place on the planet that wasn't destroyed by, not destroyed, but taken over by the other species. Eating sugar is like getting high. No. No, they eat sugar, just not. They don't need to, like the sugar in like a cup of soda is way too much. But for like berries, yeah, they eat berries. Berries have naturally occurring sugar. I'd like to think that their bodies are just naturally good at like they're just very efficient at absorbing nutrients. Because food is so scarce where they live. They can get by with not that much. They can blah, excuse me, conserve energy pretty easily. How many sugars do I put in my Pepsi? 500. 500 sugars. Mitosis? That's overpowered. Chat, nerf this class now. Never take heed to crumble cookie. No, no. Do not do that. She can have one bite of crumble cookie. That's about it. Explain why she could live off gas station food for 2 years. Well, she also eats plants and animals. She like hunts plants and animals. Scavenger. Mostly fish and like pine needles. Those soft pine needles. Have you guys ever had a soft pine needle? A soft bunch of pine needles? They grow in Alaska, and they're oddly sweet. Like you can eat them. They're still very bitter, but they also taste like they have sugar in them. And you can almost eat them. They're soft, but they're still pine needles. I don't know if you guys have had that. That's what Key eats. Because Key lives in northern Canada on Earth. Well, I don't know about artificial sugars. I just think just not too much sugar. Like high fructose corn syrup. Like it has like a similar It's like similar enough to glucose where you can eat it and it acts just like sugar for Key. Just can't have too much. Or if she will get very sick. Obviously, the same way you wouldn't, like, feed your cat McDonald's hamburgers every day. Key. Like the energy from Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, I know Ki is also a word for like life energy. I think. Would win Umbreon or Ki? Probably Umbreon because Pokemon are overpowered. Is she resistant to Theobromine? Not sure what that is. He has a few strange properties about her. They could be considered powers, but they're not powerful. So when this animation comes out, I'd have said this on a different stream, but I'll say it again for you, the viewers who are new here. When this animation comes out, there's gonna need to be context because it is completely viewable on its own, detached from the rest of the series. So I'm also gonna make a short little comic series, just a few pages, just to give some exposition to this animation. It'll be out later. So yeah, if you're confused where the story's at after this animation, don't worry. I would be confused too. He eats strange things. This is very true. Because she doesn't know anything about Earth when she gets here. She sort of, like how early humans would just eat anything, she sort of has to figure out what she can and can't eat. Is she looking both ways here? No. He's good. Can she eat Jello? Maybe. She can have a little bit of Jello. Hard cider? I don't know about that. I don't know about alcohol. I think she would have like one martini. I'm thinking a martini because it's the only alcoholic drink I've ever eaten. Drinking. One martini, she would be fucking knocked out. Okay, maybe not that extreme. Hella lightweight. Yeah, I don't plan on feeding Key any alcohol in her store. That wouldn't be relevant to the plot. You watched the series 3 times and you're still confused. Yep. I gotta work on that. Where would be the comics? I would post them on here. And on Twitter, and on Blue Sky. Our main platform. They're just gonna be like individual pages. Maybe like 4 or 5 pages. Be a side comic. Side drawing. A what for keeping knocked out by a martini? No, I'm good. You can do that if you want to, by all means, that would be pretty funny. But I feel like the only way she would ever drink alcohol would be accidental, and it would be like a storage of berries that accidentally fermented, and she ate them. She ate the fermented berries. Give her water and tell her. Vodka. Need MatPat on the series. I don't think MatPat could do it. I think there's just a lot of unanswered questions that I need to answer. It's just underdeveloped. Oh my goodness. Aglesiogala. Alessiogala? Sorry, I can't pronounce it very well. Thank you for the 10 gifted. What do you want me to draw? I will draw you anything. Thank you so much. This was awesome. You're awesome. Yeah, I don't notice instantly because I have to look up what I'm drawing. This is so cool. Do you have any requests? Draw sketch requests? A Delphox with breaks and like short hair. Delphox. Let me look up. Let me look up this fops. The fopso was very tired. Okay. With breaks and like short hair. Okay. Let me get down the general shape first. Nose too long. Big ears. With breaks and short hair. You mean in the ears? The short hair in the ears? What? Oh, one of your OCs looked like that. Whoopsie doodle? Whoopsie doodle said 5 freaking subs. Hold on. I think I can just... Okay. Sorry, I need to look at something real quick. Okay, Delphox. Brixton? I mean, Brixton also has long hair in the ear. Delphox has even longer hair, so I'll just keep it like medium hair in the ears. Thank you guys so freaking much. I think after 15 subs, I get to curse. Thank you guys so fucking much. This is amazing. I need to... See, in times like these, I get scrambled. You guys scramble my brain. And my music stopped. Why? Why you do this? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, it might help that I've drawn a Delphox before. Or I've animated a Delphox actually. Did it for that one animation. EMD with like the Delphox like skirt or the breaks in the skirt. Arm too damn long. Why I love digital art. Hold on, let me check chat. Oops. Bro, why your arm so freaking long? Saying that like it's not entirely my fault. Okay, fur patterns. Oh, first. I really like drawing Delphox. He's like a whimsical mage trying brewing potions in a cauldron in the forest. Damn. Her paws are almost like those like birds. Like the dam birds. Here, point. Here's the fire thingy. Puff. Add a little back fluff. Yep. Fluffy tail. Scraggly fluff. Yeah. Kind of Delphox, but I don't know if you wanted exact Delphox proportions, but yeah, I can adjust. If you want me to. I think it's about time that I draw something for you after everything you've drawn for me. So thank you again. Thank you so much for the donation and for drawing all the fan art and for being an awesome person in general. Okay, next. Who's next? Whoopsie doodle. Whoopsie doodle. Give me an idea or a character to draw, and I will do it for you. No, you're incredible. You seriously have made my day so many times. I want to thank you for that. All right. Whoopsie doodle. Mentioned key coming from a planet with two separate sentient species. Would it be too spoiler to ask what the other species? You want me to draw them? I have a concept art of that species I can draw. If you want me to? Layer 300. I don't get it. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I need to cover my screen so I can get my my reference material up. I think my mic was muted that whole time. But yeah, this is the reference for them, the concept art stuff. They're like I don't know what to compare them to. Well, they have like goggle-like shields around their eyes. And they're very dexterous. They have high dexterity, so they're good at tinkering with stuff and climbing things. They evolved from tree dwellers almost. Well, not almost. They did evolve from tree dwellers. And so they have this little hard cartilage thing around their eyes because they were in their environment where they evolved from. It was very windy, so like leaves and debris and like stuff was like flying around everywhere because the wind was so strong. So they evolved like protection over their eyes so they could see in the wind. That's what their natural habitat looked like before they became so advanced and invented space travel and probably put a Dyson swarm around their sun. What should I sketch them doing? Sketch them being evil. This looks a little different because the concept art is old. Lizard people almost. They're not cold-blooded. Like, maybe are. You're right, they are cold-blooded. I just made that up. Yeah, this concept art has some age. I'll tell you that much. The little horns. Got their little fingers with two thumbs, their hands. This is gonna be hard actually. Drawing. Thumb goes up when I hands like this. Okay. Shoulders look like, oh, they have long necks. Gaming devious odd creature. This is the second eye shield is this thing. So their eyes are sunken in compared to it. It's like a shield from the sides, but not directly from. Oh yeah, they do look kind of different. Again, this is like the second time I've drawn. Maybe not the final design. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, that design is probably not final, but it's something I'm kind of satisfied with. Might look similar to that. Conley Basher sent a freaking gift. This is like your wait. Yeah, this is like your fifth time doing it. Oh. Let's go. Thank you, Conley Basher. You the best. What do you want me to draw? Dude, don't worry about spending. Donating to the stream should be your last priority in life. I'll tell you that much. But I still very, very much appreciate it. Dragon King from the Cruel King and the Great Hero. Ooh, I like this guy. Yeah, that'll be fun. Great idea. This is the kind of cartoony design that I freaking thrive at. I love it. Big horn. Actually, this one is broken. Have him do a loaf. I love this guy. Thank you for the suggestion. Hold on. Finishing touches. The horns have little thingies. Dragons are just lizard cats. Alright. Greg, cool Dirk. Thanks for the Durg. Thank you for the membership and the suggestion. Did anyone know tarantulas have toe beans and retractable claws? Yes. Tarantulas are overhated. They're actually quite cool, and I would definitely hold one if I saw one. If it was tame, obviously. Spiders in general. They're so hated. So crucial to the environment. I think they're cute up close. I can understand people who think they're scary from like far though. Because you just see like a mass of legs. time is it? Oh, it's almost 5. Try to get one more frame done. Then I'll have to call it an afternoon, evening. As someone who overcame her phobia of spiders. Oh, good on you. Honestly, it's fine to be like to have a healthy fear of spiders. Because I completely understand. I also think it's not healthy to like kill spiders because they look scary. Because some people do that. But you know, fear is like a form of respect, right? So if you fear a spider, it's kind of like you're respecting the spider. Unless you kill it, then that's like. The Void Prince and Key? Ooh, that sounds cool. Ciao, Random Blob. Also, this... Oh, are you talking about the face cam? Nah, that's just me. That's just the face cam. I really like Tulin from Breath of the Wild. If I look like that. You should look up Tulin from Breath of the Wild. Not from Tears of the Kingdom. Might start animation streams too. Yeah, you should. It's fun. I like providing the streams. Call me a hypocrite, but I'm not a big stream watcher. I actually prefer to watch them, like, the live replay of the stream. Because sometimes, you know, there's boring parts. I want to skip through them. Obviously, for this stream, it's more like an experience. So, pretty much everything is boring unless you're doing something else. But I don't know. You get cool lore drops here and there. People put their... That would be epic. You're right. People should do that. You play Hollow Knight, you can overcome your fear of any insect. Hollow Knight actually reinstilled my fear of insects. Thank you very much. I'll never see an old decrepit grub the same way again. Actually, are old grubs even a thing? Is it possible for a grub to not metamorphize? Just remain old? Uh-oh. I just realized my microphone mutes every time I go to that screen, so... someone asked if I have a Blue Sky account. Yes, I do. Oh, I just realized. Yeah. Blue Key would be kind of cool, yeah. How would Key react to a handshake? I think she would think it's weird at first, but then start to understand it. Why are you grabbing my hand? Why are you shaking my hand? If you think about it, that's kind of a weird gesture. To someone who's never done a handshake. I personally think handshakes are really unsanitary. How long does making an episode take? Depends. This one's taken about 5 months. 5 or 6 months. I've probably got 2 months left on it, but knowing me, it'll probably be like... Actually, I'm not even gonna say, because every deadline I've set for myself on this project has been utterly smashed. Do them in Italy as a form of politeness. That's fair. There's just a lot of germs on your hands. Your hands are the most germy part of your body. One of the most. But I do them anyway. Polite. Obviously, I'm not gonna go ew when someone tries to shake my hand. I just do a peace sign. True. That's the universal. Peace sign is universal. It's also whimsical. Frame. Is it done? Every detail? Yep. Best part about animation is making them dance, Steve. He would understand handshake? Yeah, probably. Do I use permission to draw a key once? You have permission to draw a key anytime. You don't need to ask me for permission to draw a key. I'm just honored that you want to draw her in the first place. Like, that's really cool to me. That's to me. Hello. Hello, John. John Colo. John. Joan Colo 4 Gua 41111. I love pronouncing people's names. So fun. Hello. Key Hat. If she shrunk, she would be called Kiwi. I don't know. Kiwi. Wait. Is we like does we mean small in a different language? Like WI? If it does, then yes. Give me your hat. I want your hat. We is small in Scotland. Yeah, Kiwi. You're right. You ain't nothing but a wee lad. That's not entirely Scottish. Oh, I just realized I forgot. Like Pee-wee. I'm Scottish. That is a true superpower. If you've ever heard authentic Scottish English, they have the superpower to make you really confused. It's like the move confusion. They use confusion on you, and it works. What is that, like 60 damage special attack? Irish English also up there. I feel like I can understand Irish English a bit better. Not by much, but just a bit better. Like, I can understand 60% as opposed to 40%. Scotland forever! Shout out to the Scottish people in chat. You guys are cool. Way cooler than the English. It's like a drawing corner. I'm too afraid to go to drawing corners in real life, so I do it online. That's not right. Deutschland, Schnitzel, ja. Have you guys gotten those German, like, Blender animations on Instagram? Like on your For You page? USB TP geräten. Like they put the USB in the cat and then the and it speaks German. No? Not crazy, I swear, guys. I'm not crazy. Guys, trust me, it exists. I swear. You know what, just for that, I'm gonna finish the stream by showing you guys that video. Okay, if anyone's confused, I mean German Blender as in like Blender animated, not as in like an actual blender that blends your food. Congratulations on your #1 crown. Oh yeah, you'll probably stay. I'm ending the stream quite soon. After I finish up this frame. Done. Yeah. And my music just stopped. That's perfect timing. Okay. Here's our final frame. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 frames in 2 hours. Love that. How many frames left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's great. Plus, like 10 others. Because there's more to this animation, but I'm not going to show you because it's a spoiler. Why is everyone saying key, key, key? Key, key, key. Oh, what the heck? I'll show you the rest, but it might not make sense. Because I'm gonna use some editing magic to make this all make sense. You wanna hug Key so bad? Get in line, pal. Good. Good. Yeah, that's the animation. Oh my god, everyone's saying Key. Key, 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 key. Key, 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 key. Yeah, EP key. All right. Now I'm gonna get that video. I'm gonna get that video and then on the stream. Okay. I just have to show you guys this, so I'm not crazy. This is, think of this as exclusive content that I did not make. Okay.
Miau. Ich bin eine Katze und ich habe ein Verlangen nach
USB-Mikrotyp B-Geräten.
Personenkraftwagen werden auf das Laufwerk C heruntergeladen.
I just realized my microphone was off for that one too. Now the screen is upside down, and I'm gonna end the stream here on this amazing note that we're on right now. Hold on. Realize the chat is below the freaking screen. Okay, now it's above the screen. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you had fun. Thank you for all the kind words and the donations and everything, and just being here. Just being here is the most important part. Thank you so much. I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye.